Okay, today we're going to look at two features of Excel, the conditional formulae and the search function, which can both save you a lot of time. What we have here is a simple spreadsheet with website products on it. Products are on the left, and what we're going to do is we're going to assign each product a category so that when eventually we would load this spreadsheet onto a website, all our products would be assigned to the correct category on the website. Now, we've only 10 products here in the spreadsheet, so we can go down one at a time and just assign each product a category. So coat racks are going to go in the haul category on the website. Coat stands, the same. French style mirrors are going to go in the mirror category on the website. And we can do that fairly easy for our 10 products. But what if we had 100 products or 1,000 products? Obviously that would take quite a long time. So we're going to have to use, as I said at the start, some features of Excel, the search function and conditional formulae. We're going to layer it up in complexity, and we're going to start off with the search function, because the search function is going to be used in our conditional formulae. But let's have a look at the search function first and see how we could use that. So the search function simply tells you whether it can find a string inside a cell on the spreadsheet. So in this case here, we're looking for coat in A3, and yes, it's found it. Now, if we extend that function down the spreadsheet, we can see, yes, coat is found in the first two products, but not the rest. So that's that. So yeah, search just tells us yes or no whether it can find something, a string within a location on the spreadsheet. Not a lot of use by itself, because you know, all we've managed to do so far is establish whether coat is in any of the product names, but it's going to build up from here. So the next thing we're going to do is look at a conditional statement, a conditional formulae, which is going to be the if conditional statement, and we're going to use the search function within that. So I'll just bring one in here. Now, what if does is it tests a condition. If the condition is true, it returns one value, and if it's false, it returns a different value. So the condition we're going to test here is one we might recognize from just previously, whether or not we find the string coat in the product name. And if we do, we're going to actually assign the product the category for the website, which is haul, and if we don't, we're going to just assign a sort of catch-all category, other. Okay, so we'll extend that down the spreadsheet, and yes, it's a small improvement. What we've managed to do here is we've managed to assign anything with coat, any product with coat in it, to the category haul, but everything else to category other. So that is an improvement, but we still want to be able to look for other products with other strings, or other things in the name. Like, for example, we could test for other products with mirror and put those in a mirror category, and so on. And we haven't managed to do that yet. But the way we can do that is just by nesting our conditional statements. So in the one we've just used, we test a condition, and if it's true, we return haul, and if it's false, we returned other. But what we could do is say, do we find coat? If we do, return haul. If we don't, we could test for a second string, So I'll show you what I mean by that. Here's one I prepared earlier. Okay, so we have then we have a nested conditional statement, both using the search function. What we're doing is we're saying if the first product contains coat, put Hall in the category. Otherwise, test again. If the product name contains mirror, put mirror in the category. And if neither of those conditions apply, at the very end, we're saying put other as the category. And if we carry that down, yes, so that's an improvement again. What we have here is we have managed to assign anything with coat in it to the category Hall on the website, and anything with mirror in it to mirror, and anything else to other. And as a last final improvement to this, we could nest the conditional statement one further time, and I have one of those prepared. And in the last nest of the conditional statement, we actually look for the third search term, bed, and if any product contains the word bed, so therefore bed or bedside table, etc., then we give those products the category bedroom. So if we give that one a spin, extend it down the spreadsheet, yes. So, if we had hundreds of thousands of products, we could do a number of nests of a conditional statement, and we could therefore end up with very quickly we could build up a list of products assigned to correct categories and load them all into a website. So that's just the kind of way in which these conditional formula and using the search function can help you. Now, one limitation obviously is there's probably a limit to the number of times you want to nest a conditional statement like that, and eventually it might become far too complex, in a real life scenario. If that does become the case, there's more things you can do after that, and maybe we can show you that in the next tutorial. Okay, thanks for listening.